Before I begin, I'd like to thank those of you who've donated money. Besides my sincerest appreciation of your generosity, it truly helps keep this channel up and running. So thank you. I'll be speaking about today the increasingly noticeable upsurge in interest of mafia-related content, or what's being referred to as a mafia content craze. There's even a video game, such as Mafia: The Old Country, which gets a great deal of attention. Just in 2023 to 2024, over 6,000 TikTok posts were found to be related to mafia clans who are using social media platforms to rebrand themselves. Streaming platforms like Netflix regularly include recent mafia organized crime themed documentaries or docuseries. According to Google, there was a significant uptick in mafia-related searches in the last year. The topic regarding the mafia and organized crime has become widely popular among college students who choose certain colleges that offer courses on the subject, such as organized crime, transnational organized crime, organized and white-collar crime, and organized crime, mafias in theory. The University of Oxford offers a sociology of mafias course, and King's College in London offers the political economy of organized crime course, just to name a few. Students of law, criminology, sociology, and criminal justice are all interested in organized crime content. Podcasts and short videos on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have exploded with mafia content, even using hashtags such as mafia life and gangsta vibes, etc. I receive messages from every age group, ethnic background, and both men and women, which always surprised me, and still does, at how many people are fascinated by the mob. The mafia phenomenon consists of historical roots, the structure, rules, ceremonies, naturally well-known members, indictments and cases, murders, and factual events. The upsurge is greatly due to former members and associates telling their stories and giving their take, as well as an inside view as far as former members go. Journalists, authors, investigative reporters, legal professionals, researchers, true crime enthusiasts, production companies, historians, students as mentioned, and of course law enforcement are all equally interested in anything mob related, although law enforcement definitely has a greater interest. Then, of course, you have content creators pushing out videos watched by regular viewers, mob historians, and what I like to call creatures like fanboys, trolls, and haters. For the most part, anyone with the brain can determine who's truthful, who's embellishing, and who's outright full of shit. A great deal of information has come to surface regarding the inner workings of the New York Mafia, much to the delight of those interested, information mostly attracting people seeking knowledge or just entertainment. True crime enthusiasts make up a large portion of YouTube viewers, so listening to mafia-related content is right up their alley. Maybe not on a level of serial killers, but it's rapidly growing. In present day, in contrast to the past, when a mafia bust takes place, it's not just mentioned on the news or radio, it's all over YouTube. Every mafia-related channel is covering it. You even have former members giving commentary. I've personally spoken to people within the NBA, a college class in Canada, as well as members of the Canadian Fraud Department, all of whom asked questions. And these were private meetings, but I wish I could have released some of the questions as they were all unique and interesting in their own way. I wouldn't be able to count the messages I've received over the past few years. It's what actually gave me the idea of the question and answer videos. It seemed like a far greater way to interact with viewers rather than just responding to the questions sent to me. Speaking of the Q&A videos, a favorite amongst viewers, they've come to the attention of a wider audience, and I received nothing but praise, but I can only share that praise with you viewers who've posted your questions. What is all the fascination with the mafia anyway? Throughout history, going back to Adam and Eve, humans are naturally intrigued by what's forbidden or secret. When it comes to the mafia, that equates to the rituals, secret meetings, such as commission meetings, power structures, rules, etc. The average law-abiding citizen is fascinated by people who break society's rules without fear. and how they command respect or make life or death decisions. Then, of course, there's the life replete with high stakes, betrayals, scores, risk of prison, revenge, internal strife, external beefs, position changes, etc. People are truly amazed at how members play a dual role, one at home with their family or kids, and the other on the street as a member of a crime family. It's so strange to me. I've seen people wearing shirts or sporting tattoos of their favorite mobsters. Many of these people root for the underdog and view mobsters as just people coming from poverty and making it in life. Much of this train of thought evolved from movies such as The Godfather or many of the other mafia movies. Speaking of glorification, I recently came across a video where two unnamed professionals were raving about a Lucchese member, and it caused me to laugh because you would think that they would learn their lesson. You see, these same two guys gushed over a Philly member who presently bashes them at every chance he could get. Even these professionals fall victim to the fanboy effect, overly fascinated by members of the mob who they begin to treat like celebrities, and even to go as far as creating fictional friendships based on a conversation or two, only to become victimized by the very people they praise. From what I learned, the series The Sopranos created a larger portion of mob fans. The show basically humanized mobsters, and some fans of the show have expressed to me that they wanted to be part of a camaraderie portrayed in the episodes. At the show's conclusion, it left many viewers wanting more. So they began researching, and the mafia in essence became their new hobby. If you haven't liked this video yet, please take the time now and give it a like, as it helps with YouTube's algorithm. Anyone who'd like to show their appreciation for videos like this, or more importantly, help me to continue making them, you can donate with the Super Thanks icon down below, or through the PayPal Cash App links in the video's description. Let me quickly mention my blog, also called Sitdownnews, especially for those of you who still enjoy reading. The site can be found at sitdownnews.com and is a paid subscription. For decades now, the mafia has been over-glamorized, even for myself. I was once an impressionable young man who wanted to emulate these guys in my neighborhood from their clothes, cars, and mannerisms. So I get it. I get the appeal. But what the average person, civilians, can never know the reality of what the mob is about. And what I mean by that is the inner workings. I've personally lived it, experienced it, and was part of it. I've only spoken about a portion of that life. It's much worse. The one thing you'll never hear me do is further glamorize it because it's a living cancer and ruins lives. And there'll be some of you who will think I'm talking out of bitterness. That's not true. It's a fact. And to prove my point, just go on YouTube and take a look at what former members and associates are doing to each other. These are people who are no longer active. Now, imagine, because that's all you can do, what actually takes place among active members.